Hello YouTubers, Alaska Prepper here. So I had dinner about an hour ago and I got a sweet tooth. And I go to my kitchen refrigerator and my cupboards and I can't find anything. And I'm like, wait a minute. I've got a prepper pantry. Welcome ladies and gentlemen. So as you can see here, I've got a box of cake mix that says that I got it in 2016. So I've had this put away for over 4 years. And to tell you the truth, I don't even remember what the best buy date on this was. But let's take a look and see if we can find it. Alright, so there you go. August 19th, 2016. And the reason I decided to take this one is I have several boxes of cake mix that are put away in their original containers. But the reason I picked this one specifically is because we had one of these just a few days ago. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. Alright, I didn't have to package it with an oxygen absorber or anything. Just from experience, I know that these will last a very long time on their own. As long, ladies and gentlemen, in my opinion, and throughout my experience, as long as you keep it in a cool, dry place that's away from sunlight, and that's also rodent free. Right? So don't be afraid when these things go beyond their best buy dates. Do your own research, ladies and gentlemen. I'm showing you what I do, but I can tell you right now that there's absolutely nothing wrong with this. And it's 4 years past its expiration. The next thing, ladies and gentlemen, I think that I've talked to you about these before, is raisins. I've heard a lot of people say in the past that raisins don't last very long. But I've had these raisins for quite a while. It was a double pack that I bought, I think it was from Sam's Club when they used to be here. And I want to show you that these here, the best buy date was 2017, March 15th. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with these raisins. Nothing whatsoever. I use them every once in a while to put in my banana bread. I like to put a few raisins in my banana bread. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with them. They do get a little bit dry if you just leave them in their original container, which is what this is. This is the original container they came in, but they do get a little bit dry. See if you can see those. But there's absolutely nothing wrong with them. I'd eat these, but I'm talking to you guys. And they smell just like raisins are supposed to smell. You would think that after such a long time that they will even start to lose their smell, especially since they're in the original container, but these are just fine. So raisins are actually really good as a comfort food because not only are they super sweet, but they can help your digestive system, if you know what I mean. Licorice, right? This is the red kind. My wife really likes this kind, and I like it too. You know, there's not very many things that are sweet that I don't like. So this is licorice. I believe I stored these around the same time that I stored the rest of this candy. Around 14. There's one that's pretty old. That's 12, but I'll show you that. But I remember, yeah, the same time that I stored this one, which was in 2014. And the story behind it is that my wife used to work for a contractor in the on-base commissary. And the contractor would allow the employees to take home whatever food items were about to expire instead of throwing them away. And that was a contractor. That was separate from the commissary. So every once in a while, she'd come home with a whole bunch of candy. I remember one time she came home with a whole bunch of bacon. Same thing with chicken breast and turkeys. Those were like the three biggest things that she ever came home with, was chocolate and candy, bacon and chicken breast, and turkeys. So this, absolutely nothing wrong with it, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing whatsoever. And we didn't just open one of these, but we had opened one of these probably about 2 or 3 months ago. Nothing wrong with them. Same thing with your hard candies. Here we have candy covered chocolate eggs. And we have your regular hard candies, which is pretty much just sugar. And as you can see, I just dry canned these. And then I vacuum sealed them. So they do have a seal. Now for the hard candies, I did not use an oxygen absorber. But I do believe that for the chocolates, if not most of the chocolates, I did use an oxygen absorber. Now here's some white chocolate, which is not really chocolate, but I went ahead and dry canned these in April of 13. And look, ladies and gentlemen, there's nothing wrong with this. Nothing whatsoever. And the thing is that these would have probably ended up in a landfill. But instead, they ended up in my pantry. And I just wanted to show you two ways that I do the chocolate. These are chocolate chips. And these are the same ones. I packaged these in different containers because I remember I ran out of quart jars, but I still had some food saver bags, and both have worked just as well. And these were packaged on July 14. And look, ladies and gentlemen, there is a very, very small bit of blooming, but not a lot at all. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this chocolate. We've actually opened up several of these over the years that we've been living here. Absolutely nothing wrong with them. And then here's your food saver bag. They both look like they're in great condition. Let me show you dark chocolate chips. Now these are dark chocolate chips. Those right here, these are not dark chocolate chips. They're like on the darker side. I think they were like 40% cacao or something like that. And these are like the really good chocolates too. But these are like the real dark chocolate chips, if you want to see. And look at that. I got an oxygen absorber in this one. I put this one away in May of 14. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. So ladies and gentlemen, why am I showing you this? I think you know why. It's because it's very important to have this type of stuff. Even if you don't have kids, unless you strictly don't eat sweets at all, then I think you ought to have some comfort foods put away. And if you have kids, that says it all. Just imagine, ladies and gentlemen, if something were to happen, anything, any kind of crisis that lasted a long time, where you couldn't get a hold of sugar or any kind of ingredients to make sweets, like a cake or to have chocolate, to have candy, just in any manner that you're used to having it. Imagine what a morale booster would be if on one of your children's birthday or on a special occasion, you can grab a pack like this that's got 3 bars of chocolate that your entire family can enjoy. Oh, excuse me, 4 bars of chocolate. Right? Imagine if you come out with a pack like this on a real special occasion, or even just 1 bar at a time. What a morale booster that would be for those involved in enjoying them. Right? So here's another one. This one I didn't think would last, because what this is cookie dough covered with chocolate. And as you can see, it looks perfectly fine. And we did have some of these. I think we've gone through like 2 jars of these since we packaged them. What? Look at that. Look at how old that is. 2012. And they're perfectly fine. And we've gone through a couple of jars of these since we've been in this house. And we've only been here for about 3.5, 4 years. Well, going on 4 years now. Absolutely nothing wrong with them. So I just wanted to show you my collection so that you can see that I've had these for several years and they're still in good condition and good to eat. I have absolutely no problem eating these. And these were some, I guess these are called bonbons or something like that. They're like chocolates with a hazelnut in them. And you know what we'll do is we'll open this up and see what it looks like. All right, so let me put this to the side. But these are just chocolate bars, ladies and gentlemen. These are really good quality chocolate bars. And I've found that the better quality chocolate you use and the darker chocolate you use, that the better that they store. Like, for example, this is a very high quality chocolate bar. This right here. All right, how much cacao? I don't know if it says how much cacao it has. But this is a very rich, dark chocolate bar. Now, when you compare it to a mid-grade chocolate, you can see that it's got a tiny bit of bloom, but not that much at all. This is still excellent chocolate, by the way. My wife just made some chocolate chip cookies using some of these not too long ago, and they came out great. All right? And also, make sure you have variety. Like, we didn't get this limoncello chocolate because we like it. We got it because it was free. But it's a high quality chocolate. It gives us variety. Here's your milk chocolate. I'd be interested in a couple of years opening this milk chocolate up to see what it looks like inside. Because milk chocolate, I think, blooms a little more than the other chocolates. But since the inside is void of oxygen, the blooming stops. Just like this. You see these? This has a tiny bit of blooming, right? But there's no more oxygen in there to cause any oxidation. So it stopped. And it really doesn't hurt the chocolate at all. So let me go ahead and push this aside, and we're going to go ahead and try one of these out to see what they're like after 6 years. July 14th, after 6 years, we're going to open this up for the first time. So let's check it out. All right, so let's check it out. Let's open this up. Oh, I hope you heard that little hiss. And here it is. So let's see. I will make sure my hand is not in the way. This is pretty high quality chocolate too, so I'm pretty sure it's going to be good. And look at that. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. This is after, what was that, 6 years. This is 6 years old. Or not even that, it's older than 6 years old. Okay, this was, the best buy date on this was 6 years ago. I'm going to take a bite out of it and show you what the inside looks like. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with this whatsoever. This is a hazelnut. All right, it's got hazelnut. You can see the little hazelnut in there. You see that? And then it's got little pieces of hazelnut throughout the bonbon, throughout the chocolate. And it tastes actually really good. I like hazelnut. For those of you that don't know what hazelnut is, maybe some of you may not know, it's like, have you ever had that Nutella chocolate spread? It's got hazelnut in it. That's what it tastes like. And that's what this tastes like. It tastes like that Nutella chocolate spread. So I'm definitely going to finish that after we're done here. But ladies and gentlemen, that's what I'm getting at today. I want you guys to think about these things, especially after the candy holidays. And what do I mean by candy holidays? There's one coming up here in a couple of months. Halloween. After Halloween, what happens to candy? It goes on sale. Get some at a really cheap price, put it away, and you can have candy during the apocalypse. You can't beat putting this stuff away one time. Get yourself a big batch while they're cheap. Put away one time. You don't have to worry about it. And you'll know that you'll always have a stash of comfort food that are sweets in addition to your other comfort foods you have put away. All right, so I hope you got something out of this, ladies and gentlemen. And by the way, let me go ahead and show you. Let me see what the date on this was. The date on these candies right here they were manufactured 2014 on the 345th day. So these were manufactured on the 345th day of 2014, which puts it in December of 2014. So I've had these for a pretty good while. All right, ladies and gentlemen, having said that, I hope you got something out of this, and I hope you go out there and get yourself some candy and put some candy away. It's too easy to do. Wait for the sales, and then just stuff them in a corner in your pantry where they're not going to be tempting to you. And then one day when you need them, just like tonight, I had a sweet tooth, so I'm going to eat me that candy. I'm going to go ahead and seal this back up and put it away, because if not, it'll be too tempting for me. Having said that, I hope you guys had a good Monday yesterday, and I hope you guys have a good day today and the rest of your week. Remember to be good to each other. When good people do good things happen. Remember to reach one, teach one, and repeat. If we all did this, the world would be a better place, and you know that it will be a better place. Many blessings to all of you and your families. This is Alaska Prepper. I am out.